Hey guys, and welcome to episode 343 here at beautiful Kossuth Road Studios. My name is Todd Ansich. Thank you very much for joining us, guys. Lots on the show tonight. We want to talk to you guys about a new male sponsor from the Chippendales. Potential sponsor. We have mail time. We have a whole bunch of giveaways. We're giving away field maps, BBDs, all kinds of great stuff. We got a macro contest. We have event posters. We have some teams that we're going to be featuring tonight. All that and maybe some prices right. So guys, don't go anywhere. The show starts in about, 40 seconds.
Available on iTunes and anywhere you get your better podcasts. This is Behind the Bunkers Weekly Paintball Podcast. Tonight's show is brought to you by Empire Paintball, Max Tact, Planet Eclipse, Modern Combat Sports, Tippmann and GI Sports, Air Ups Paintball Bunkers, Enola Gay Smoke Grenades, DLX, SP, and GOG, Flag Raiders Paintball. If you want to join the conversation, post your comments and we might read them on the show. Now let's get this nonsense started. Here's your host, Todd Ansich.
All right, so welcome guys to the show. I see you guys all in the live chat starting to chime in there. I see Lisa and Ivan, Dan O. See, I know how to pronounce your name now. He scolded me on an email this week.
Danny O. Ryan Sexton is here on time.
He is. Ryan Sexton should be the first one in here. That's for sure. So welcome, guys, to the show. My name is Todd Ansich. Thank you for joining me. With me, I also have Josh Zuby, the bread model Zabrickus.
Yeah. I just want to say, Ryan is my favorite guy at Tippmann named Ryan.
Really? He's my second favorite Ryan at Tippmann.
I think he's the only Ryan, isn't he?
I don't know. I was hoping there was a second one. Huh. And Joe Kimson from Flag Raiders Paintball.
Either way, I like Ryan. I'm wearing my I like Ryan shirt.
We like Roy.
Ryan Rogers.
And Garvin Sharma from Turret Tech Industries.
Maurice. Hey, yeah, it's Gavin Sharma from Tech Industries holding up my name. Ooh, so heavy.
Heavy.
And then we have Matt the Crip pushing buttons tonight.
I am.
And Sebastien Meunier.
Hello.
All the way from...
I'm gonna... This is like really messed up, man. Wow.
Here, I'll help you. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
So, speaking of our friend Ryan Sexton, Matt, you can come over anytime you want here. Brigade!
Brigade game.
It is official. Behind the Bunker has officially become Brigade members.
What?
Whoa.
I sent everybody the link. I sent everyone the link.
Did Seb, did you get the link?
I absolutely did not.
Okay, well, we'll get you the link.
I sent it to Matt Antioch.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I filled it out.
I've been meaning to do that.
I sent it to you too, Zuby.
I filled
sent
it
out
out the first time we did it, and I was denied.
So some big news coming up with Behind the Bunker with Brigade. We'll talk to you guys about that over the next couple of weeks. But why you guys want to be a Brigade member, which we'll get into a little bit more.
Why wouldn't you?
You pay your $25 subscription, which is a lifetime membership.
So what do you get? What do you get, Todd? What do you get, Todd?
Shut up and listen.
for the low price,
you receive an operator-style Velcro hat, a tech tee, a patch, an ID card, and a lanyard for that $25. Plus you, which is worth way more than that. Plus you get $10 to $20 off a discount at any major Brigade event, and then you get all kinds of other great stuff. We're not going to get into it tonight. We'll get into it when we have a little more time. But
don't you get more the more you Brigade?
I'm not sure. I've never brigaded before.
You guys
you were at a Brigade game.
What's the French word for brigade?
Zuby and Gavin, once you guys become Brigade members, then you send your information into Ryan that you generaled the Brigade game, and then you get your special patch.
What? Yeah. Did we just become best friends?
You have to become...
Do you want to go do karate in the garage?
I'm doing a two-finger Disney point right now for anyone that's sitting listening to this on...
So Richard's sitting there watching with his 7-year-old son, and he pointed that out because I think someone had foul mouth. Gavin?
Did I have foul mouth?
No, I don't.
Oh, it was probably
I think somebody did.
I've got I've been infected by the yuck mouth occasionally, so
yeah.
I'll try to keep it clean.
You're gonna wash your mouth out with soap. It's flavored a lot like M&M's, but
So Behind the Bunker has a new sponsor. We're going to tell you guys all about that next
When?
week. Here's a tease. I will tell you that this picture will show you one of our sponsors, but I'm not saying anything more.
Hey.
And Matt, if you come to me for a second. Oh, I just have a little flat on my chin I'm trying to clean off. So a couple of hints for you guys. We'll give you guys some more information next week to our new sponsor, and we're going to be doing some giveaways because of that as well. Something else I want to tell you guys, we have a special guest coming on the show next week. Does anyone want to take a guess on who that person will be?
Bob Seger.
Close.
Bob Sacramento.
Even closer.
Joe,
This one plays paintball.
Lloyd Braun.
No.
Mickey.
William Shatner.
No.
Cousin Jeffrey from the Parks.
All right, no one's going to get this.
Steve McGarrett.
Think
from
paintball,
Hawaii
guys.
Five-0.
Think paintball.
Something
Think
paintball.
paintball.
This is
Dusty?
the only time of the day. I don't
All right,
think
Matt,
about
put it up on the screen.
Ryan Barno.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
Todd Martinez.
This is
He's
for
coming
Arrasa.
here?
He's coming on he's going to be live not in studio but on the show. So
I was going to say, wow.
if you guys would like to ask him any questions, he will be on the show next week. Look at how excited he was
Yeah, I don't blame him.
when we finally signed the contract for him to be on the show.
I hit the big time,
And
Mom.
then you explained it to him after what this was, right?
Yeah. Now I want to apologize.
nice
I
party
did
armor.
bump somebody from next week, and it was Joe Exotic.
Who?
Matt, come over to my computer. You're not. There you go.
Sorry.
What the hell is
Oh, yeah, Joe.
Yeah, he tried to do a haircut similar to
man.
myself, but unfortunately he didn't quite.
That looks like my picture today on Facebook.
It's
That's a
Bizarre
mullet.
World.
That's a mullet, isn't it?
but it's a
Yeah.
dyed mullet. That's
that
that's
an
even
eye-
worse.
He has one of those eye ring
Sure
things,
is,
too?
Skip.
He's
Wow.
but how's he a country music artist?
Because
Look
he
at him.
didn't dye his
He's got a piercing on his
I
chin,
guess,
too.
Yeah, business in the front,
Look
dyed
how many
party on the back.
Earrings he has. too.
You know what? I should have Googled him and actually put some country music in the bed tonight. but-
Which brings us to our next message. Don't do crack.
Hey, now. Don't judge.
yeah,
We need him on the show, Todd. We
defending
need
crack.
him on the show.
That
We
guy
do.
just helped us achieve better ratings. I guarantee it.
What, did
Yeah.
he bring his two fans with
Actually,
him?
your shirt first, and then the guy
His mom and his 18-year-old girlfriend?
or his cousin, girlfriend, sister. I'll tell you what.
So
His uncle dad?
his family truly has one branch. So moving on here, this was last week after World Cup. We had met the Crooks there, but they ended up going to Disney on Monday night. But that didn't stop them from watching the show.
It's good
Look
they
at
found
that.
one. It's good they found one thing entertaining at Disney.
The happiest place on earth with the happiest paintball program on earth. It's a marriage
Wow.
made in heaven.
Good for them.
Now, when the gates close, when Disney closes after the fireworks, is it considered a happy ending?
wow.
Oh, who's
Somebody's streaming something.
I'm not
somewhere.
streaming anything.
Sorry.
You don't
that was
actually
my
have,
phone,
you
sorry.
don't have to watch the show on your phone. You're live. You could just look up. Look up, stupid.
Yeah.
I'm trying to buy paintball markers on eBay. Leave me alone.
Are
You're
you?
cheating for later.
Ah.
No, seriously, I'm following a Renegade jersey.
Are you really? So, guys, make sure you hit
You
that
know,
like and
Tygo
share
Stripe
button. And here's why I'm going to tell you before we go any further here. We are going to give away, Josh, you might have to show them because I don't have them in front of me, but patches. We're going to give away.
What?
If you guys like and share the show tonight, we're going to draw next week for some patches,
I don't have any. Oh, no, yeah, there I do.
some Behind the Bunker patches,
Yep.
as well as we're going to be giving away these.
Arabs people.
Arab Angles Girl barrel socks. We're going to be
Nice.
giving those away. And this Ruthless Field map that you see in front of us, we're going to be giving away that. We're going to be taking a winner out of a draw
Needs
for the
to
month
be
for that. So if you guys
behind
want a
the
Ruthless
bunker
Field
field.
map, check that out.
Cool.
Speaking of Ruthless Field map, Matt, you can come back over here for a second. The new field map is being shipped now with the new bunker sets already.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So if you guys have an old set, get a hold of them. And I
Can
think
you get an
there's
upgrade kit?
There's an upgrade kit available.
Is it made by Arabs, the upgrade kit?
It's a 3D Arabs program, I believe, is
Very
doing that.
nice. That's good.
Am I the only one that sometimes looks at those, like the layouts for a speedball field, and thinks someone sneezed with a mouthful of goldfish crackers?
No, they put lots of thought into each of those. And Olige, guys, the Black Burst Smoke is now
yummy.
coming
Black
to
Burst.
North America. Stay tuned, and you'll be able to get some from your local proprietor soon, or maybe even your local field. Joe, we're going to have
Joe?
those hopefully with the
Yes,
next
and there's a
while
new
as well.
smoke coming out too by Enola Gay. It's called Micro Smoke. It burns for 30 seconds, half the size of an EG $90. It's coming out soon.
They should come out with a
Nice.
gray one. And
They
call
have
it
gray.
50 Shades of Smoke. It's women's only.
Thank you to Dan O, by the way. That he received his...
Oh, look at that Predator.
Didn't
Fuck
I see
'em,
him on
Dan-O.
Hawaii 5-0. So here we go. We got he made this his screen the other day. I think this is great.
pretty cool.
And you can see there's the patches we're giving away in the top.
All I
The only
see
thing
is
we're
the
not
Predator.
giving away is the Predator. But if you go to Simon Stevens Inception's design website and put in BTB, what is it, BTB 10?
BTB 10.
And you get 10% off of that. That's like $6,000
Say
off.
what?
So check that
10%.
out.
Save 10%.
Speaking of patches, this is Sage Honey showing off his brand new Shizzle Manizzle patch.
Shizzle McNizzle.
See, everybody needs a
Shizzle
patch, ladies and gentlemen. Head on over to mypaintballpatches.com and get yours.
How do you get a Shizzle McNizzle patch? It's cool.
You have to beg.
You weren't paying attention, were you?
Joe, what do you know about this?
Okay,
I
wasn't
know
either.
that this was this is a full. This was sent to us by Eric Engler. This is the
Who's
full,
a robot? You sounded like very robotic there.
Breaking
Sorry, I was
news.
breaking my.
No, you're right. This is coming to us from...
Eric Engler has emailed us in its photograph press release from Command Decisions War Games from Taylorsville, North Carolina. The final score: Warsaw led by Richard Money. Bracket Bonchik had to pull out at the last minute. 2,900. NATO led by Eric Engler. 2,900. This game was tied. The game, yep, true life. The game, 3 days, 1,424 players, a record, 12 tanks, 4,354,000 paintballs were shot and or consumed. Thank you all. You players rock. Special thanks to the referees, Soltis Law, who on 2 hours notice dropped everything and drove 8+ hours Friday night to ref, and to Alabama Phoenix, who gave up playing Sunday to ref, when others who made promises to show dissed the field and game by not showing up. Thanks to all the vendors and for all their support and such. See you all in 2018. Boom. Booyah.
Awesome. So congratulations to all those that went to Full the Gap. We're still kind of kicking ourselves, right, Josh, for not going? Maybe next year?
Yeah. We need to go back to Super Game and Full the Gap.
Hey, so I told you guys all you have to do is hit like and share, and you get automatically entered in to win all of our
Yeah.
great stuff on the
Yep.
show.
Yeah.
But you know what? Guess who won last week? I will tell you. Shane Butler,
Shane Butler.
Mario
buddy.
Moda,
Yeah, buddy.
and
buddy.
Ryan Russell.
Yeah, buddy.
So keep that like and share going, ladies and gentlemen.
Like
and
share. Like and share.
we got to get him back on the show, I think.
Greg
But not
Hastings.
next week. Next week we have Todd Cash Money Martinez, although he doesn't go with Cash Money anymore, does he? I don't
Is it
think.
because he catched all the money?
Maybe someone
already?
else took his...
He changed it
Maybe
to
someone-
Bitcoins.
Bitcoin.
It's taxable income.
Yes, maybe since the cash you outside lady taken his phrase.
How about that?
Todd, the IRS, found me Martinez.
Cut right.
Full?
All right. Hey, how would you like to play a little bit of a visual game here, ladies and gentlemen? For those that are watching or listening to us on a podcast, this is basically not going to help you in any way. But you can go ahead and post that up on my screen, guys. For those of you that are watching us, I know the guys in the studio already know what this is.
Yes.
Ew.
But let's see, guys. Who in the chat can post up first what that is?
Things that make you go,
While we're waiting for you guys to post up here, here is a quick teaser of something we're going to start giving away next week. Anybody
Hey.
know what that is?
I know exactly what that is. That's
Microfiber
That's a
cloth.
bag of chips.
plastic bags?
Oh, no.
Bag of
it's-
chips.
Exalt microfiber cloths with Behind the Bunker
What?
on it. We're going to give away a handful of
Nice.
those starting next week as
Now,
well.
is it true that this can also be used as a computer mouse?
I would
think-
say, seeing how I'm using one right now as a computer mouse, and
the
also
pa-
to wipe
for the
the
past
brow-
2 years.
Wow.
Actually, I do want to.
Wow.
I do want to clarify. Yes, as Joe said, a mouse pad, not a mouse, because if you try to plug that into your USB stick
This is
area, it's
doesn't
not
work?
going to work. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
no.
Oh.
All
Design
right.
flaw.
They're not very cooperative.
Stephen Ruiz posted Eggy Hopper, and he is
Right.
He is completely right. Jason
Well
Smith,
done.
I'm just going to point you out, saying Angel Smith, you are wrong, sir. But yeah, very close. Same kind of era, though.
It's very nice that you took time to point out to somebody that they were wrong. Like, I'm sure that person very appreciates that. So thank you, Todd Gack.
For sure. Matt, go ahead and put this one up too.
Matt Stone said a bedpan, which is actually
Yes,
not really
that's
all
true.
that far.
Yeah, really.
I'm going to leave this one up for just a second. Seb, don't forget, we have, I see Joey has signed in, and we have some
hi,
pictures
Hi,
of Joey.
Joey.
So we'll show those in just
Hi,
a
Joey.
second as
Hi, Joey.
well. So why don't we see if anybody in the chat knows what the hell this is? Do you guys know in the studio what this is?
I think I know what
Pretty
it
good
is.
idea.
Looks like an
I think they're knee pads
or elbow
I
pads.
think elbow pads are in the bag,
I own a
like
pair.
in that thing that
from
comes.
from where? From whom?
Exalt. Look at the green.
Empire, isn't it?
Empire.
I am sadly mistaken.
It's
Empire.
not the mustache, Maurice.
Excusez-moi. Excusez-moi.
That's your heart.
Here we go. One last one before we
Miss
move on.
Squeezy.
We'll come back later. But what is this, guys?
Oh, I know exactly what this is not.
Is that a gun case from Eclipse?
Tank cover? No.
I think this is like the top of a knee
It's
pad.
outside of a beehive.
Wow, seriously.
I'm just going to
That's
stop
what it was.
guessing.
I love this game, but
I had
Eclipse gear bag.
It's the worst game ever.
I think I had the company name right, didn't I?
Look at that.
Maybe.
You guys are getting it right. Joshua had, Mike had elbow pads. Greg Beck guessed him as Empire.
They're knee
And
pads.
Mr. David Hunt said, dang it.
dang it,
Yeah.
Bobby.
I done like
Steven
that.
Ruiz wins Iron Man.
Iron Man. Yes. Yeah. We haven't had that
Attaboy.
one. There we
That's
go.
an oldie.
All right. So, Seb, you sent me in some pictures.
I certainly did.
Tell me about them. I think I have in the right order, so you can go ahead and have some narration.
Yeah. So our good friend Joey has a very impressive shirts actually that are for sales. I've been told.
Wow.
For the right price. So hopefully has an entire collection. But I don't know. Just get a hold of her, joeydg@gmail.com.
wow.
There's the
But
Iron
she
Man.
has. Oh wait, there's more.
Old school Super 7
She's
nipple
got brilliant-
rep jerseys.
I want to get the one from her lovely husband, Colin, personally.
You
But,
want to get one what from her husband?
There's a couple jerseys from her husband. There you go, Joy.
I have a nice Joy Division one.
But this is autographed. And then this should look a little familiar to us.
A little
actually.
bit.
Hey, look at that.
The American, the All-American Philly. How about the
Wow.
Bushwhackers?
Nice.
That's a lovely jersey. And then we got the Iron Man with...
I want to design a paintball jersey that's aggressive and makes other teams fearful, just so Seb can say that's a what do you call it?
It's a lovely
jersey.
It's a lovely jersey.
And Joey saying she
there should be-
might, in quotes, have 5 Joy Division jerseys.
Wow.
Oh.
Montreal Image.
That's a lot
Look
of
at that.
Joysies. Nothing.
And I think these might be her husband jerseys there, because
khakis.
if you look at the EA Games
EA
sponsor,
Games. Ah.
that's kind of... But, you know, it's got
EA
Draxus and it's got
It's in
some
the game?
cool...
It's in the game.
Yeah, there you go. Colin. Love you, buddy.
Not me.
Oh, and
More-
Mr.
more
Hastings,
Montreal, yeah.
he's got a
Yeah.
sponsorship on there.
Greg
Wow.
should like that.
Yeah.
X-Bats.
Can anybody read the grocery list on the right side?
It's actually a list of all the fancy words she'd like to tell me.
Howard.
And there she is, the lovely and talented Joey.
Hey,
So,
Joey, we're going to be looking at your collection soon.
So if you like any of these jerseys, get a hold of her, Joey DG. So that's Delta Green, Joey Delta Green at gmail.com.
Very good. Let's do one more macro picture while we get ready to do our event posters.
Oh,
You know what? I'm going to just leave this up for
Wow.
a second. I know everyone in the studio knows what this is, right?
I think I have 3.
You guys all have at least one. I know that for sure.
Clear
that gave it all away.
Not in black though.
True. Well,
Oh,
no,
that's true.
It's black.
No.
No, but the
No, the body on that you can see is black.
Yeah. Because I wear mine with a cummerbund.
Oh, now I know what it is.
I have no idea.
See, you gave it all
I
away.
come from Canada.
Very
They
good.
say
It
I'm
was the
slow,
cummerbund that
eh?
gave it away.
So make sure you guys hit that like and share button so you guys get involved in our contest and we can draw your name next week.
right.
We're also watching you guys live in the chat. So if you guys have anything to say, put it up in the live Facebook comment. And here you go, guys. Here's Joey's
Hey.
email.
There she is.
There she is.
Boom.
All right, Matt, let's come back over to this image. Does anyone in the chat get it yet? I see one person who may have it, but it has
There's
Yeah.
CM
Chris
skates.
McNamara,
there's a number of
TIPX.
people, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, there's 3.
Very good. All right. Well, why don't we head on over, Josh? Let's talk about some events that are coming up.
Certainly.
Can we start with this one here?
No, because it's not the first one I have. What are you doing to me here? Oh, wait. Santa versus Frosty. The Iceman cometh December 9th. That's at Big Indian Paintball. What are you doing?
I thought there was some copy for it, but that's okay. Next one here.
Silly Joko. Battle of the Bulge at OXCC. Yes, we were there once before. We might soon, maybe later, because we want to shoot some prestige paint. Join the German side, General Brian Park of Apex Predators.
Oh.
Man.
Very good. And then two that I want to show you. Josh, what do you think of this? Hyperball tournament. 3
No way! Where is this?
Splat action.
I was looking for the eyes to light up.
Where's splat action?
Just want to go hug this.
It doesn't matter. Oh, look at
Yes,
that.
it totally matters.
So
Three-man
there's
hyperball. Come
five-
on.
There's 5 events for next year, so we're definitely going to support this one.
Oh, yes.
You got that right.
And last but not least,
That's
Hey.
right, buddy.
Look at that.
Sunday, November 26th.
what Sunday? Sunday.
Sunday, and part of Saturday too.
Was that your teeth?
Yeah, sure.
That was my.
Was
bev-
it?
that
No, it
was,
wasn't me.
Someone hit their tooth on
that
us.
was my beverage
garbage.
bottle.
Oh, okay.
Ow, that had to hurt. It's Maurice.
Very good.
The mustache got in the way.
All right. So we talked about your stuff. We also have, we still have events to get. We have event posters. We have a team that I want to feature. We have prices right. But before we get to any of that stuff, we still have to get to.
Stupid loud.
Mail time, ladies and gentlemen. This is the time
Who's
where I
in
get
charge
to
of audio?
audio.
Audio.
All right, this is the time where I get to rip open my sack and read some of the correspondence that you have sent in through the various forms of social media. And it hasn't ended yet with the pages in my hand, because if you have any questions that are burning, you can post below, and we'll certainly get to that later on. So the first one comes to us
Start with a little ointment for now.
ointment and then some antibiotics. We'll see how it goes from there. First one comes to us from Paintball Troll. He wants to know, is the tournament paintball scene responsible for causing countless young men to think they will have a career in paintball, causing them not to pursue college or trade? These kids really think it's a legit job and don't understand what's really going on. So, tournament paintball scene, is it ruining people's lives?
That's a loaded question for me. I would say it did. No, I don't know. I mean, for those of you that think you're going to become professional, good for you, and good on you if you think you can get there. I would also, if that's the career path you're going to go down, I would seriously go and try to talk to anyone that's playing professionally and get their gist on it. Find out the questions to ask is this your only job?
Have you eaten today?
Exactly. Have you eaten today? What is your lifestyle? Are you happy that this is the career path that you've chosen? I mean, a lot of guys have found good homes in paintball, balancing professional paintball career with professional jobs, and thus having a good, fulfilled life. But if you're just going to play professional paintball for the paycheck or lack thereof, you may want to relook at that.
Reconsider.
But there, to play professional too, you are practicing at least once or twice a week on a consistent basis forever. And you have to have a little something to be able to get to that level. I'm not trying to discourage you, but make sure before you go down that career path that this is something that you think that, or you've been told that you should, not what you think, but what other people have told you. If you think you can have
we
success.
can clarify that. Yeah, make sure it's not your mom.
Yes.
I'm blown away. You actually answered that question seriously.
What do you mean?
That was a great answer.
Well, it was an answer, but no. I mean.
So you don't want me to answer it then?
No.
Yeah. No, we're going to go to the next question. Then he's going to get pissy that we didn't ask him.
And then
But
we'll
he
go back
doesn't
to
have
him
a
like,
question.
Josh, what's your answer? I didn't have anything. I just wanted to be angry.
I got nothing. He'd say.
So,
Well, I don't need questions to be angry.
So Josh, before we move on, would you like to contribute to the answer?
Paintball is a lot like a lot of other sports when we talk about pro athletes. Very rare cases do pro athletes really make a whole lot of money. You look at the PGA Tour, not every single one of those guys makes $1 million every year. If you're in the PGA Tour and you make around 80 to 100K a year, you're actually pretty average. You're actually making a decent living at playing golf. Congratulations. You can't win every single one of them. There are quite a few hockey players in Ontario and in Europe play professional hockey, but they're not in the NHL. Paintball is very similar to that. There are very, very few people. I would venture to say that a total number of people who play professional football, professional hockey, professional baseball, professional golf, I bet there's a percentage-wise that correlates exactly to paintball, where you have that very small margin at the top who actually make a little bit of money playing paintball, enough to support their family and stuff. And then you have the rest of the guys who are pro players who end up working for all these companies to help support them so they can play.
Yeah.
Whereas the rest of them just kind of meek on by, right?
Another great answer. You guys on fire tonight.
The moral of the story is when you go to college, pick a good college, one you can afford, and make a backup, and then pursue your dreams at the same time.
So the other point to that was whether it was post-secondary education, college, university, or a trade. Don't overlook the trades, my good men and women. Don't overlook the trades.
Yeah.
Mike Rowe would love you.
I know guys who are in the trades who are making more than some lawyers, and
Yeah.
they're doing all right.
All right, so...
And Matthew Stone brings up a good point, too. He says, what are you going to do between 30 and 35 when you blow out a knee? Paintball definitely has a high injury rate. It's that it's the going from prone position to running and jousting back and forth that's
in the locker
kill
room?
Yes.
Wow. Is it true you guys met in the locker room?
Another reason why you shouldn't play pro paintball.
Yeah.
All right, next question comes
Jimmy
from
is
Mark
sweet on
A.D. Wants to know, how do I go about looking at gear, mask pads, markers, etc., when we don't have a store here on my island?
Listen to you, the guy who owns his own island. I wish I had my own island.
He hates to buy stuff online, and if he can't physically try it or see it, so what is a good alternative, and how does he do that?
Well, next time you go to play, I assume you go to a paintball field. If not, you might be out of luck, but find guys that already have gear and ask to try it on. It might be disgusting to try on their goggles, but certainly try that on. Guns, Joe and I were having this discussion on the weekend. We were talking about paintball guns, and we knew of this guy who bought a gun, and I asked Joe, I said, how does he enjoy it? And he says the guy doesn't like it. And I went, oh, that's too bad. And he goes, I know, but like, what do you do? Like, you buy these guns sight unseen, and you take it to the paintball field and you try it out. And what if you don't like it? What if you don't like the way it feels? What if you don't like the way it shoots? You're kind of stuck. So Joe and I came up with the idea, when you go to your paintball field and you see a guy that has a gun that you might be interested in, go over, tap him on the shoulder and say, hey, buddy, like, I love your gun. When we're on the field, do you mind if I put a couple rounds through it? And 9 times out of 10, if someone asks me that, I'm flattered that they asked me, and I'm sure, absolutely. Take my gun, try it, because if I like my gun, I'm going to try to sell it to that kid and, get them interested. No, not like that, but I'm going to try to get them interested in it, right?
Like some popsicles?
But it's like the first time someone put an automag in my hand, I shot it and went, meh. I was looking at Josh's face. And
No response there.
We all know you played speedball. It's not a surprise.
Hey now.
So, like, goggles are a tough one, but I mean, if you can try someone's on.
Can I try on your goggles?
Ew, it's wet. Do they come wet when you buy them? But yeah, that's a tough
Does
one.
it always
I mean,
smell like cheese curds?
if you do get off your
cheese
island and
curds
you
on
go
it,
anywhere
buddy.
near an event or field,
I dare you.
if you can get near a paintball store or field, take an opportunity at that point to try to really get some stuff. And as Steve Ruiz said, brick and mortar, I mean, that's the best thing to do. And I know if you don't have access to one, it's hard, but if you really want something, that's what I would do. Don't waste your money.
Now,
and don't read reviews online either.
No, don't read reviews online. Don't listen to what people say. But just keep in mind, if you're going to borrow somebody's marker to shoot, take a look at the tank they have on there too and the size. It may not necessarily be the same tank size that you're using. I've seen people pick up markers before and go, oh, I don't like how tight it is. And it's like,
very true.
It's a smaller tank than you have.
You got a
on new.
peanut going.
Also,
on
be
there.
aware of the paint that's being shot through it.
Yeah, so it's
so
to
use
try and pick
Paratech.
But
something that's similar to yours.
I do want to challenge you guys in terms of not reading reviews. I say read as many reviews as you can. Look for common themes.
But you got to take every review with a grain of salt.
So you think critically about it, right?
Yeah.
But if there are common themes and common things that have come up, use that as sort of the gauge or the threshold in terms of what either the pros or the cons are. Not some 14-year-old kid who thinks they're an expert on it. So just look for multiple reviews and see the common threads.
Yeah, read them objectively. But the kind of cool thing is, I know I've actually ordered a couple of things online that I couldn't find in stores here in town. Not to do with paintball, actually. It was with hockey stuff. It came to my door.
Like a
It
puck?
didn't fit. So I called the guy back and said, "Going to exchange it?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So the whole ordering online, if you are in a situation like Hawaii where you can't get to a brick and mortar, depending on what site you go to, you might be able to exchange it.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
to that end, always go to brick and mortar because you can try it on. Then you don't have to go through the hassle of shipping it back and buying a new one,
Absolutely.
doing all that jazz.
Yeah.
But if you have the opportunity to go into the brick and mortar, do so.
Oh, look at this. Today we actually have the first nice thing anyone's ever said about the show.
Get out.
Sean, you'd be surprised tonight. 3 out of the 4 said something intelligent and insightful. And then Joe made a joke.
There's 6 people in the studio, right?
Leave us out of this. I'm just the sound guy.
All right, next one comes to us from Matthew Stone. Wants to know, was Joe ever able to find out the actual UV rating for any of the currently on the market paintball mask lenses?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
What was it?
Why don't you just tell us
No,
what the
sorry.
UV rating is?
I'm trying to remember. Somebody actually sent it in.
Someone sent in
That was in the chat
information. You know what?
from
Whose phone?
from
is it?
GI. I
Someone's
think,
calling
were
in
they
with
not?
the answer.
Hit end, Matt. Okay.
No, there's some rating or something. It was like 90 or 100 or something like that. But there was
100%
actually,
UV?
Some of them were reading.
I
I will
don't know,
try
UVA,
to find
UVB?
it. I will try to find out at
Oh
Paintball.
no! I remember what it was. It was only the lenses that were HD.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
It
Only
had something to do with the
H-
coating or something. HD. Only
the
HD
HD
lenses
lenses.
have the.
Okay, I have the
UV
answer right here.
because that was from the Hidden Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Right?
We have 343 episodes to go back through. If you watch any of those, at one point you'll find the answer, or 205 of our paintball podcasts here.
Or you
At
can
one of those,
ask.
you'll find
Or
it.
you can ask young Wolf, who just joined in the chat. He's actually an expert on this show. He watches each episode 3 times in a row. If you need to reference anything, just ask him, and he'll tell you exactly what episode to go to.
It's funny. He told me the other day he watches us, or he listens to our podcast from iTunes while he's at the gym, and then he listens to it when he's in the car in case he missed anything while he was doing his reps, and then he listens to it at night. He turns the lights down, and just before he nods off to bed,
when
he
he's
listens
taking a
to
warm
us.
when he's taking a warm bath
Yeah,
A bubble bath?
yeah.
in the hot tub.
His problem, as he said, is, and I
bath.
know that this is true, he's trying to find a candle that burns for exactly 1 hour so he can have that perfect, candlelight podcast listen. So I appreciate that, Wolf. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, you know what? Let's tip our hat to Wolf because he has a question. So let's read that right now, Todd.
Nice.
He wants to know, do you think paintball players have become less hardcore in present day?
Yes.
Yes.
Why didn't you tell us why, Todd?
No, hang on.
Go ahead.
Hang on. I got this stat down pat. Just look at any big game at all. If any weatherman gives the slightest inkling that it won't be a perfect 74 degrees in clear skies, people don't show up. They're
Yeah.
soft. They
Yeah.
suck. You're horrible.
You know what?
There's one single cloud in the sky. It's gonna rain. I don't get wet because I'm gonna melt because my mom says I'm made of sugar.
I want to say
Dumb.
the last few weekends at the outdoor field, although the walk-on players, which are your traditional equipment owners and say more hardcore players, they sort of been fizzling out. But our weather forecasts have been less than stellar, and we've still had every group that was booked show up and play because they know what they're getting in for and they're dressing for the weather. So we've had very few people cancel or phone in at the last minute and say, "Oh, it's going to rain. Can we get our money back or something?"
For sure.
Did you hear that? Walk-on players
But
are
no,
now more hardcore.
No, the rental players are more hardcore because this goes back to the whole.
Oh, sorry, rental. I meant rental.
This goes back to the whole state of the industry, though, because no one's done any grassroots marketing for several years. The number of walk-on players has diminished and declined. You can laugh.
Can we
all you
change
No,
want.
that
I want to
record?
read. I want to read
sorry.
something out loud in
That's
a second.
fine. Read it out loud.
First of all,
in a minute.
Ryan Russell wants to know who were the winners this week. I will read them out. One being Ryan Russell, one being Mario Moto, and one being Shane Butler. So send me a message through Facebook, and we will get you guys sent out. And I just want to post this up. Matt Decrypt. I didn't realize it's all one word, but Matt Decrypt is smart enough to keep his mouth shut, and Seb is just waiting to do a Hank Hill impersonation about OLEDs. He tells
I
you.
sell OLED and OLED accessories. I tell you what.
God dang it, Matt.
So Matt's seen 2 episodes of our show.
Get off my lawn.
Nice. All right. You know what? We're on a roll. Let's do maybe one more.
One more. How about we
Question?
do two more ones, a quick one? So
Okay.
we'll do two questions.
No
right now.
dings.
Fine,
guys?
Gavin,
Come
it's your
on,
show.
come on.
One for Nigeria Paintball, and
Thank you,
I'm
Zuby.
still expecting my settlement from my prince relative from there. Nigeria Paintball wants to know, is there a counting device for paintballs, like something that can count paintballs into batches of 100?
I have one.
So what is that?
Joe specializes in batches.
We don't need no stinking batches.
We have a paint bagging machine. It was made somewhere in Michigan back in the late 80s. We have one, and there's probably only a few in existence. But we dump nearly a whole case in, and we pull this lever, and it counts out about 100 balls into a bag, and then we can seal the Ziploc. It's very fast. You can do several cases an hour with two guys.
So there's nothing currently.
There's
being
nothing.
mass-produced.
There's nothing marketed or being produced as a paint bagger other than a pot of paint, which is very inconsistent.
Yeah. Daniel French has 1,420 players at Fulda Gap. Don't care about weather.
His profile picture looks like he has a show on HGTV about home improvement.
I like his last name.
Very
I
nice.
imagine you would.
Very cool.
Okay, so speaking of foul weather and people playing and
Okay.
bailing, Brady Cat 26, his actual name, wants to know,
that
how
Brady
cold
Cat
do
on
you
the show?
think is too cold to play paintball?
Before we get into that, here Keith
talking to
Kaminsky
Canadians,
actually
but-
answers the question with a good idea. He says 10 round tubes taped together.
No, the balls stick inside. If you get one that's a little larger or something, the balls stick inside. Then you have to bang them, and you lose and
Even
slow
with
down.
like anti-monkey butt
no,
powder?
you slow
or?
down and lose productivity. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Really, 10 round tubes.
They
It sounds
don't
like a
work.
good idea, but
And you
you'd
have
have to
to
do a lot of vibrating.
You
to
know
get
what? In
that
all the stock
to
class
drop.
that I played, I don't think I ever got my balls stuck in a tube.
Well, Keith Hernandez
When
never
you-
had that problem. Wow. Wow, I'm so disappointed.
No, we got the
in you guys
reference,
right
but
now.
that was a stretch. It was a reach.
Yeah.
Next thing you
No.
do is pick on Lance Armstrong.
Pretty dry. Dry
That's
as my
one
balls
magical
when I use
loogie.
fresh balls.
Yeah. All right. Are we done with question time for just a little while?
We didn't. I asked the question. We didn't answer how cold
Oh,
was too
that's
cold.
right.
Oh, we've had red. We run
No,
red.
I answered it. I laughed.
We have Red Dawn. We run Red Dawn the first Sunday in March every year, and we've had plus 8 degree temperatures, which is about 36 degrees Fahrenheit, and we've had as low as minus 24 degrees Celsius, which
Oh, it
is
was
probably
32 one
around.
year.
With wind chill.
It was really cold, but it was
Oh, maybe it was 32 with wind chill.
32 with wind chill, so that's about 0 degrees Celsius
We
Fahrenheit as well. So it was cold.
Yeah.
We were in the negative Fahrenheits.
As long as you use GI makes a fantastic paint. It's called Frostbite, and it works fantastic in the winter. So if you're playing anywhere cold, ask your field to get some, and it works.
And
You
if
can
anybody
even put-
asks, it's sweet and wicked awesome playing in the wintertime.
And if you take the case of Frostbite to the ER, and when you have Frostbite and you can't speak, you can just point to the box and let them know what you have.
Tonight's fun fact is brought to us by Sarah Engler. She says 10 round tubes fit 13 first strike rounds in them.
And nobody who plays actual paintball cared.
I want proof.
Boom. Actually, there's a lot
Pixar
of
didn't
people that
happen.
do that. It's weird.
Is it true it tastes like mints?
Actually, I would like to know how
Yeah.
Fulda Gap went this event, Sarah, with your behind the bunker jeggings.
Yeah.
I'm curious
Oh.
to know, were they freeing? Were you able to get that mobility out?
Is that how you won the greatest sniper award?
Well, sure, you can lay there in your comfort in jeggings, knowing that
She's probably
You know?
just sitting in the staging area with her feet up. People walk by and she's like, oh.
she must be a sniper.
That's right.
Only sniper wear jeggings.
You're a
All right, so
sniper.
I'm going to cinch up my sack and we can move on, my friend Todd.
Very good. All right, well, why don't we head on over, guys? We asked you guys to post up and send in some information about your teams, and we chose 2 for this week. Josh, why don't you tell us a little bit about the 2 teams that we chose?
Sure. Do you want to do team number 4 or team number 2 first?
Let's do Team 7.
I don't have team 7.
Team 1. That's my red. That's my
Team
red.
4.
No, that's
Look at you can see it at home, folks. I got team 2 and team 4. Team 2,
So not only does he scrutinize
team 4.
punctuation and grammar, but also Sharpie writing.
Your
was like-
numbering skills.
It was like SEAL Team 6 when it first came out. There wasn't 6 teams, but they just want to throw off the enemy.
Oh, yeah.
Secretly was a typo.
But did you learn that because you read it in books, or did you get it through foot signals?
I got it through exclusively through foot signals. Yes. Navy foot signals.
So if you were giving your foot signals and you had cankles, would that be like muttering?
Mumbling. It's like mumble rap.
Pull the fat off your toes. I can't hear what you're saying.
Oh, shoot.
There we go.
That's so funny. All right.
We need a train sound for when that happens.
I just look at a good way to bring in cankles this show, and that's the only way I could do it.
Maybe Seb the Cankle model. That could be his banner under his name.
We should do a show of our banter before when we were talking about Gavin's experience on the merry-go-round this morning at the park.
Yes, we should.
We should talk about Gavin's reality show, Cankle Hunters. All right, sorry.
Damn, we've derailed this quickly. All right, Josh, pull it together. Let's salvage the show.
We're on a
Australian
big ship
accent.
in the Bering Sea.
God, blimey, I'm at the mall right now.
I hear a cankle. Shoot.
Laying down on a skateboard. Making my way downtown.
Oh.
Anyway, let's go, please. Pull it together, Josh.
Talk amongst
We've
yourselves.
got a paintball show. Let's go.
We did team one, right?
And Dan McClellan says, Cankle Hunters and Hobo Showers. All right. Come on, guys. We're professionals. Do this.
You're going to have to edit that out.
Yep. I created this team about 9 years ago. Main reasoning behind our name was the fact that the 4 original members would constantly run down the field and do suicidal charges to help push team regardless of getting shot like crazy or not. Throughout the years, I have managed to find some of the craziest group of guys and girls to play that were into doing crazy suicidal charges and willingness to get shot up even if it meant just to move up a little. We mainly play at OSG Paintball in Barnstead, NH. What's NH?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire?
Is that
New
a cheeseburger?
It's
but occasionally
looking at
travel
the
to
sandwich.
EMR in PA or any fields in Mass.
One of the great things that we look for teams, and there always has to be the token bearded fellow. Yes, nice to
Ginger
see.
beard.
There's a guy with the beef on a whack.
He's feeding the beard right now.
Beard.
Awesome. So
some beard.
congratulations for making it on the show. And
OSG.
you have another team, Team Black Locust.
Lotus.
Lotus. Black Lotus.
How did you get locust out of that?
I don't know. How did I get on cankles? I don't know.
Black Lotus is the team I coach and manage. It is comprised of kids 12 to 18 and a few coaches. We play local, regional, some national, and get started in scenario events. We play 10-man open at NXL. Congratulations for playing 10-man.
Yeah.
That's
Look at
amazing
that
and
beard.
awesome.
Oh, geez.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness.
18.
They have a mountain man. They play D5 and 5-man at World Cup. Since NXLAC, we have become the pit crew for Chicago Aftershock and pitted for them in the last 3 NXL events this year. That's an excellent way to get some experience.
Isn't that like what you would see for a Sasquatch video or Sasquatch photo?
No, that's the dude looking for Sasquatch.
Well, yeah, it's blurry when you move.
That's right.
I love working with these kids and seeing them beat up on adult teams. We are out of the Philly area, and our home field is Outdoor Extreme, OXTC.
Wow.
We
look at
are
the Prestige
finishing
Worldwide
our
bunker.
third
Prestige
year
worldwide.
of
Worldwide.
competition.
Nice.
Very good.
And they shoot Prestige paint.
They're
so
behind
you
them.
know they must be.
Look at that. They're
They
legit.
must be good. Yeah.
They're legit. They're getting on the ground floor of Prestige paint. 10 years from now, when we're still doing this sad and pathetic podcast, we can talk about how we were here for the start of Prestige paint.
Hey, it's not sad. It's pathetic, but it's not sad. We're having a good time.
I don't think
Well,
one of us
some
is.
Well, 40 Creek helps.
It does a lot. Before we head on over to, we got a couple more questions we'll get to. I think we'll finish off the show with that, but I want to show you guys this. Let's leave this image up, Matt. And I would like to see if you guys in the chat at home can tell me, what is that?
Are
know
those
what
the
it
ones
is.
I accidentally dropped and stepped on at Extravaganza last year?
Could be. But post up in the chat. We'll see if anybody gets that. Why don't we get back to a couple more questions, Gavin? Do you have... I got some great prices right
thought we
tonight,
cinched
but
his
we
sack
don't really
already.
have... enough time to get into that.
All right, I'll rip open the sack again and see what's still rolling around in there. So Christopher Clark wants to know, this is a question for everyone around the room, favorite marker of all time. Go!
That's a hard one because depending on the day, I still like my KP3. I still think that's one of my favorites.
Marker we owned or just marker?
But if I have to say marker
Period.
I've never owned that I'd like, I'm torn between the Predator, the new Predator from Inception Designs, and I'm also torn between, I've always wanted a nasty double-barreled Typhoon. And I know it's impractical, I know it's stupid, and I would tire of it quickly.
Give me that one. It's on the floor beside you. Yep. Yep.
Oh, I forgot your favorite is here.
This
Okay.
Gavin has just
This
picked up
kitty's
a pink to silver
is a
clear.
sideboard.
Yeah.
MacDev sideboard. This thing is beautiful. Pink to silver fade. It is phenomenal.
Sonic Cyborg, actually, if you want to be more specific.
Yes.
And it has the MacDev reg on it. And also we put a Virtue board in there that allows that to go stupid speed.
Ludicrous speed.
I believe it says ludicrous.
I don't know that there's a hopper that will keep up to the speed of that gun.
Yeah, you
It
have
is
to put.
insanity.
You have to put 2
There is
prophecy.
there is a YouTube video with somebody that hacked that board, and it's like stupid fast.
Yeah. Well, I always hate putting it in that mode because I feel like I'm going to break it somehow. It's not.
You
like-
can't break this. This is 30 pounds of raw aluminium.
Yeah.
Aluminium.
So we got a couple guesses.
It's
in
so
the chat,
fast
Matt.
it outshoots an OLED board. You want to take it back?
Yeah. So show the image again, Matt. So this is that's it, and it was a Die i5.
Oh, see, I did not know that.
What?
It fooled me.
Really?
It's
All
the
right.
colors.
Here
I
might
think.
be a tougher one for those of you at home. You can leave this one up too, Matt.
Oh, I know that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Phillips screw that makes it good.
Totally.
All right.
It's the Phillips screw that makes it strip all the time because America won't embrace the Robertson screw. What's wrong with you people?
Gavin, what are you thinking? What is your favorite gun?
My favorite gun of all time, WGP Sniper 2 Pump.
Really? That's
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Do you know how many souls Gavin has crushed on Tuesday nights using one of those? Wah, wah,
Yeah.
wah.
Nick in the chat says he likes his CCM SR1. Yeah. I don't know. What about you, Joe? What's your favorite gun?
You know what? I had to think back through the days. I think my favorite gun. Well, I have a top 3. I will go with my Bushmaster Point Man from the early days. Then I'm going to go with my Autococker VF Tactical.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm going to settle in with current day. I still like my Defender.
Yeah, Defender's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see Simon come out with some goodies for the VF Tactical. Or come out with a VF Tactical version.
My
Inception's
VF
design
Tactical has to go
tactical.
down there to get tuned
would
up to make it work.
beautiful.
yeah.
Can I pick one?
Could he come out with a body that had some sort of an attachment system to put on rails? And what do you call the new rails, Joe, that you go in and quick locks?
Key
or
mods?
Key mods, stuff like that for you to put on accessories on it. That'd be pretty badass.
Yep.
Keep it nice and light, but add the ability to add some aluminium
Odds and ends.
odds and sods. Yeah, for sure. Seb, DM4?
Yeah, DM4, Droid, and my Timmy, my old Timmy 2K. That had a very short life.
I know Intimidators were a hugely popular marker. I still...
When they worked.
I've never
Yeah.
been able to have one or play with one that consistently worked for me, and that might just be my luck. But what about you guys in the chat? Anyone own an Intimidator that always worked for them and that was
Always
good?
Timmy.
Yeah.
So you never let Zuby answer the
I
question.
think
by
a
the way.
Titman 98 is
did.
pretty much the only thing that always
No,
works.
I was just being goofy.
Oh,
What did you say?
He did. He grabbed
This
the...
is the one that was on fire.
Yeah, that's
I was just being a goof, though. Actually, I would like that marker, but my favorite of all time is actually my first paintball marker I ever owned, which was a mini mag, which unfortunately I don't have anymore. So my second favorite, and the one that I still own and still love, is my AGD TAC 1. I just wish I had a high output regulator to go with it. Because nothing is awesomer than trigger bounce.
Sure bet there, Dan. You got that right, boy.
Oh, Jason,
there we go.
Yeah, he says the evil omen. What else do we have here? Sean Earl says it's KP3.
I thought that was an asterisk. We were all going with evil omen. Just weird.
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah. So we got, who's this? Rick Paper Sandwedge says the Tippin TMC never fails.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Rick, welcome to the show. Haven't seen your
That's
name before.
true.
That's great. And Keith Kaminsky says his GC Timmy rock solid. See, maybe.
Well,
Maybe it has autococker internals. You don't know.
Yeah. Brent Davis is asking if we're still using our brass eagles. Matt, name any gun
Well, what
by
else
brass
would you use
eagles.
for rental
Stingray.
markers?
Stingrays. We still have some
I still
stingrays.
remember dismantling, cleaning, reassembling those things.
That was for production.
Yeah.
That was like an 8-person job.
It was, but if those things ran, if those things ran on HPA, man, they would work consistently in all weather.
you guys made Joe cry.
My
way to
eyes are
go.
watering.
James Beatler almost blew my mind there. We need a mag-fed autococker.
Yeah, good point.
I love the autococker. I think for me it's still the most tried and true and the best trajectory I've ever had. If you could combine mag-fed play with an autococker, then it would allow me to play autococker still with the mag-fed people.
I can't wrap my head around how that would look. Or how it would.
Okay, but forget about it. Just think about if you were playing mag-fed, but you had the opportunity to use an autococker. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Think about it, Gavin. Playing MagFed in here and
You'd literally have to have the gun.
you'd have to have a back block in your stock.
We can talk about it later. It's garbage night.
No, but you know what I was seriously thinking about when I was listening to the show on my way to work this morning?
The amount of time you wasted with your life?
Yes. Well, yeah, exactly. But how easy it would be to turn any auto mag into a MagFed
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
just by the simple operation.
Yes, I agree.
Or why on earth nobody, Simon, is selling a kit where you could just take a level 10 bolt and regulator.
Why don't you email Tom
put it
K?
inside.
Do you know, speaking of wasted time,
Because
you
he
know,
stopped answering my emails.
350 hours worth of behind the bunker equates, divided by 24, equates to 14 continuous days we've done behind the
Wow.
bunker.
Plus the shows we did for the UK. Plus we used to do hour and a half
Long shows.
Time
Yeah.
well wasted,
Do
folks.
you remember that? Coming out of the old studio, and all the hookers would be hanging out on the.
They weren't hookers. They were crack whores. There's a big
Oh,
difference.
sorry, yeah.
Yes, our sponsor dollars got us crack whore money,
Sorry.
not...
Ladies of the evening.
I quite enjoyed walking past the grease pit or trap that they had at the back of
Your
that
shoes
restaurant.
look it up.
In the middle
Oh,
of
my
summer with the
God.
heat.
So here's the deal. Why the show is at 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen, a little known fact here. We rented space underneath a CrossFit gym, and they closed at 8 o'clock. So between 7 and 8, when we were doing sound checks, all you could hear was the mammoth cankle thumping of people upstairs dropping barbells.
Not only just hearing that, there was plastic over the ceiling because of all the wood that would
The
drop
dirt that
down.
would fall.
Yeah, we had to tarp the ceiling so that every week we'd have to clear the debris that was falling. So it was a good studio, but to get that, we had to go to the back of it, and it also was at the back end of a seedy restaurant,
yeah.
and
And also, you guys had lavalier mic back then.
we did.
And then I came in and made you spend a whole bunch of money.
I know Seb cost the show thousands of dollars.
We also weren't quite as lazy and stood for most of the
I
show.
actually like standing, though.
I like standing better.
Yeah, Rory Calhoun might be joining us next week on the show.
was walking
So,
and
a
talking.
couple things, Matt. Go ahead and put that image back up on the screen. So, have one more look at that before we let you guys know what that is. But just a reminder, guys, next week on our show, we're going to have Todd Martinez
Yeah,
from Ghost
buddy.
Sports Paintball and Raza on the show live. We're going to have some just banter with him. Make sure you guys hit that like and share button because we're giving away lots of swag in the next couple weeks. And next week, we're going to introduce our newest sponsor for this season as well.
You almost said sucker.
Same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
Can I guess? Can I guess this one?
Yeah. Do you know what it
This
is?
is the BT slice.
It is the BT Slice. Very cool. I'll save a couple more. I have a few more for next week as well. Yeah, so we have a couple minutes here. We're almost done here.
Sean Riddle said they started playing BTP podcasts at Gitmo, and the info was given up so quickly by the detainees faster than any other form of torture.
That is true.
That's not very nice.
He
It's
said
true,
that,
but it's not
he
very
said
nice.
that last week. Come on, Sean.
He's
better
recycling
new material.
jokes.
Oh, well.
geez.
I think Sean spends his week thinking of insults and then copies and pastes them. All right, so here we go, guys. Gavin, thank you for being on the program this evening.
Wonderful to be here, folks, and it is Movember, which is why I have this creepy duster over top of my lip. On a serious note, folks, make sure you are checking in with a loved male in your life to have them making sure they're taking care of their mental health, their physical health, and checking for prostate and testicular cancer. Let's keep some people alive to keep playing paintball. So, happy Movember, everyone, and stay healthy.
Yeah, for sure. And I know it sucks, but for those guys, I mean, most of our people, there's 85% of our show are men. Make sure if you guys are over the age of 30, you guys talk to your doctor and have a consultation about possible colonoscopy and
PSAs, like it's a simple blood test, and check your nuts in the shower, guys. You're down there anyway, so keep yourselves healthy.
it is
Did you
hard.
guys just do a real thing?
Yes,
I
we
did do a real thing, yeah.
But where's that 85%?
You were halfway through that before I
figure?
realized what you were doing.
This show is so bad that we need every single viewer, and if one goes away because of any of these things that we can prevent, then that drops our ratings, and then we start losing
Am I
sponsors.
the only
so-
one that listened to those facts and went, who isn't playing with their nuts every day? Like, who's missing
More
this?
so when I was 18, but you know.
Dwayne King just reminded us that it's garbage night.
That's true.
It's not. It's yard waste night.
Hi, Dwayne.
Yeah. Lisa Weber says, don't forget team tags in your Christmas list.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we need is some of
I
those
sent-
new
I
patch
sent-
mats to give away on the show, Lisa Weber.
I sent Roger my Christmas list. I hope he gets it.
And Joe Kimson, I know it's garbage night, but thank you for being on the program tonight.
Thanks for having me, guys. Check, like Gavin said, check your stuff.
You almost look like a superhero.
Check your junk.
Superhero with your shirt.
I do.
You almost need a sports jacket over top where it just kind of hints at the logo.
Is that why your underwear's on the outside of your jeans?
That's right. Yes.
So, how come we don't have Joe's pictures in the bell-bottom jeans this week, Todd?
Ah, yeah, we should have, shouldn't we?
That would have been like I'm sure viewers would love to see that picture of Joe.
Do you remember
Joe,
those massive jeans? Not the bell-bottom jeans, but the
Jinko?
massive ones that you used to wear like in the 80s.
I was so impressed. It was like a young Hank Hill.
Those are coming back.
Are you talking like the raver pants? Or-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those apparently are like the next big thing.
what are they called?
Jinko.
Chenko
jeans,
pants. Chenko jeans or whatever they are.
JNCO or something like that?
Yep. I kind of hoped it was like how at the beginning of the summer all these like Cosmo and stuff were saying like, oh, the next big thing this summer is the man romper, and every single guy was like, hard no.
Sorry, isn't this a man romper?
Whoa.
Those are my.
What number of bold did they use to give you that
I don't
cut?
know. I was on a pasta kick for a while, so whenever I got my hair cut,
It looks like a Campbell soup commercial.
whatever. You guys mock me. I got chicks.
Okay, but what is this right here? Is that like a bowl cut but with a mullet on the back?
It's a little longer.
It's the
Stick out
beaver
the,
tail.
it'd stick out the back of my helmet when I rode my dirt bike.
But the bell-bottom one is like,
are
there you
my-
go. Simon Stevens
those
says,
are my-
such win.
Those are my
Norman Rockwell painting.
whatever.
Pretty little trees.
But
in the
let's see the
background.
bell-bottom jean ones. Like, that one is actually brilliant.
Bell-bottom
Oh, that's
jeans
my-
make the world go round.
That's my motocross. I got a motocross shirt on.
Yeah, Tony in the chat does say Jenko jeans for sure. Paul Poston with parachute pants. No, Jenko jeans. All right, and thank you to Josh Zubisburkis for being on the show.
Yeah, whatever. Thanks for watching, folks. And don't forget, have your local airsofter spayed or neutered.
Tucker Danielson in the chat puts your haircut up in the best perspective. It's called a Mississippi waterfall. I've never heard that before. That's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you.
I'm just going to start shouting that at random kids as they drive by.
And Keith Kaminsky looks like a Lego man with snap-on hair.
Whatever. You guys mock me.
I'm rooting for you, Joe.
Very nice. All right. Shizzle Manizzle says later, guys. Good show. Thanks again, BTB. Thank you, Sev, for being on the show tonight.
Don't talk to me. Don't say anything.
What if I sent you some nice pictures out of my Cankle gallery?
send us pictures of your OLED board.
Your custom cankle collection.
How about an OLED on a cankle?
All right, come on, guys. It's garbage night.
Drizzled with poutine gravy and curds.
No.
Oh, well, and thank you to Matt Cripp for pushing buttons.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, Todd Martinez will be on the show next week. Hit that like and share button. All you got to do is do that, and you guys are entered in to win our paintball patches, our barrel socks from the Air Up Angel girls, who are also, they've also autographed them. We're also going to be giving away at the end of this month this Ruthless field map with 3D printed
Oh, yeah.
things there. Oh, look at that. So very good. Thank you guys for listening to us. If you like what you watched on Facebook, head on over to iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher, SoundCloud, anywhere that you guys get your better podcasts from. And if we're not where you guys normally do, let us know. But you can find us there. All of our paintball podcasts are up there, so you guys can listen to them while you're on your bus, your commute, your work, your school, wherever you guys are. So thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you all next week.
Stands up. We'll see, but that interface is very sluggish, and the conversion is not really working.
Yeah.